see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Y'all are so dope. I have to put something on the screen so you all see some of the sentiments floating around in the chat this morning. We're on day 3, at the very start of day 3. Not even halfway there yet, and it's been such a rich experience as far. Tatiana says, this space feels so biblical. It's like our mansion. And each of my sisters, that's personal, is living their best life. We all have unique spaces, and coming together is all love all the time. Ashe. I want you all to sit in that because this is the energy that you all have created, right? Tatiana is right. There's so much space. This is the personification of the dream that there is room for all of us. There's so much room for all of us. It does not have to just be one. It does not have to just be 3, because that's the way that white supremacy has made it to be. When we build our own in entrepreneurship and we create spaces that are safe, this is what it feels like. And so, yeah, trying to put the claps. Yeah, man, that's what this is. And there's nothing fake about it. So I want to say I'm proud of you all for taking up space inside of this summit. There are chats, there are lounge tables, there are booths where founders are pouring out on their own stages. They're sitting at tables with folks. Folks come in after dark and choose a time and just vibe, man, because we need each other on this journey. Communal love is medicine, man. There are DMs. People have been scheduling one-on-ones with each other, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, choosing time onto this calendar that feels good inside of this summit. This is real, right? And then we have speakers that come on stage and pour. And I'm talking about pour, man. I'm talking about pour. They take their time with it. People come out of the audience onto the stage and interact live with real questions that matter real time for us, right? So that we fulfill our real dreams. And so I'm so moved by that comment, because that's exactly what this is. Safe, sacred space. Y'all are super dope. I want to hear some reflections from anyone as recaps of day 2, right? So in day 2, we turned it up a notch for sure, and learning, right? Just to give a recap of some of the things that we experienced yesterday. As you all raise your hand, remember to get on the stage, just hit that hand icon under the screen, okay? And I will see you and I will bring you up. But yesterday was super powerful. We started with at the beginning of the day a workshop called the Formula for Experience Design, right? And we went super deep into things like being customer centric, putting the veggies first for vegetarians and not it being an afterthought, right? Thinking through what needs to happen for people who are virtual, right? And may or may not have close proximity to people, and how you make that feel good, et cetera. China, I see you. We also had a super dope opening session that was a Blaze talk on building brand honesty, and some edges were snatched, okay? But it was actually talking about the things that we learned about what happens when we force ourselves to be somebody we're not, or we force our clients to be people that they are not, and how that's such a shallow well that people bottom out quickly and audiences see us and them as frauds, right? But how to lean into authenticity. We had a dope AI Blaze talk on From Surviving to Thriving, and we got all the tools. We had a DJ set from a very eclectic sister called DJ Red Corvette. So many experiences. And in the bottom half of the day, we got into a panel discussion around AI tools. We got into a super dope financial talk from Racine Riker. She said a man is not a plan. Okay. And she taught us how to build our financial houses in TC. TC, we had to get her off the line because TC was tuning in from the hospital. Okay. But she fed us. She fed us well on Funnel. So I want to hear your reflections from day 2. For those of you listening in Twitter land, YouTube land, Facebook land, etc., there's still time for you to come inside of the club. There's still room in the club. BlazeVirtualSummit.com. You can get in, and only those who register get the replays for 3 months. China, I see you. I'm bringing you up. What are your reflections from day 2?
Hi. Good morning.
Hi.
So I have 2 major reflections. I want to first start off with the financial literacy, right? That was such a great session. And then for me, it was really personal because many of the things that I learned yesterday, I was not taught those things, right? I was not taught those things, and as a young adult, and I'm like, wow, like there's just so much to learn about it. And
yeah,
knowing that I was doing things the wrong way when it comes to money and things like that, and just learning more about advisors, and that was just really personal for me. And then the next major takeaway I would have to say was Chat GPT. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know what that was until yesterday. And like I said, I've been living under a rock apparently, because I did not know how intricate it was. And just learning about AI and things like that it's so new to me. But I just feel more I feel confident now, to be able to use that in the near future.
Yeah. So good, China. Every time you open your mouth, my spirit gets giddy. I'm so happy you're sharing spaces. I'm so happy you're in the community, and thank you for those reflections. Those are super dope. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So good. Cheryl, I see your hand. I'm about to bring you up too. But I'm gonna just say, this is what happens when Black women move to the front of the line. I need you to know that deep. in your chest. This is what happens when Black women move to the front of the line. We have always figured it out, baby. We have always learned how to do it twice as good, as 3 times as good, but we've always been at the back of the line. So by the time we learn, yeah, we still pass everybody, right? But by the time we learn 100 years too late, literally, right? 50 years too late, right? We're catching up where folks are moving ahead, but now we're at the front of the line, baby. This is what happens when we move to the front of the line, because we realize we don't have to wait for systems to change. We can build it. We got the tools. We at the cutting edge. We're disruptors, right? We can build it. So I love both of those reflections. Y'all are super dope. I'm bringing up Cheryl, the amazing poet, y'all. Cheryl, you have the mic.
Okay. Hey, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't with you guys yesterday. Good morning, everyone. I wasn't with you guys yesterday, but I watched I went back and watched ChatGPT this morning before the session started, and I have a whole new respect for ChatGPT. As a writer, ChatGPT has some. I'm in my feelings about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But something that I think it was Flo. I'm not sure, because like I said, I just watched it this morning. But something she said stuck with me, and that was, as an entrepreneur, where you don't have a lot of capital.
That's right.
You got ChatGPT and these other AIs that you can use as staff, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So in that, and just in, I know me and Alexis have had conversations about this with social media. A lot of my problem was trying to figure out how to do content. So that was brought up. So I have not looked into it yet, because as I said, as a writer, I'm just like, eh. And it does have some things, with plagiarism and things like that, that you do have to really think about. But I have another respect for ChatGPT now, and I'm really going to have to look into it. And anybody who's not using Grammarly, let me tell you.
That's right.
Grammarly is your best friend. Don't count on spell check and all this other stuff. Grammarly will really set you up to say what's in your head and say it polished. So even though I wasn't with you guys yesterday, I was with you.
You with us? Yeah.
I was with you. So that's my take from yesterday. Thank
you, Cheryl. It's always an honor to see your beautiful face. So thank you for blessing us.
Baby. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. Beautiful, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful. And I hope that this is a testament to how easy it is to access this stuff over and over again, because you've registered. Because you have registered, you have this whole experience for 3 months. I'm talking about, you can come use the same link and see the chat and everything else. You can see the real full experience for 3 months. And that is because, somebody said, wow, that is because scarcity ain't real. So many people have told us that if we don't get it right the first time, the world is over, and we got to hurry up and always carry in our bodies this sense of fear, this sense of tension, this sense of holding our breath, waiting for the last shoe to drop. But the truth is, we know this. It just takes reps, baby. It's like cooking rice. People hear me say this all the time. The first time it's mushy. Yeah, the second time is a little too hard, right? But a couple more times, you got that thing, right? And so we actually want you to digest on this as you need it over and over and over again, because 90 days in, baby, and you were already at the front of the line anyway, you really got that thing. I said that Cheryl is a poet. I meant that. I'm going to show her beautiful statement on the stage. She says, "This is not what society portrays of Black women. This is the real Ashe, a brown rainbow of love from around the world, giving each other space to be vulnerable and authentic. Ashe. Black women are the personification of love, capital L. I love you guys so much. This is real. This is virtual. There are no borders. We are literally spanning across continents. I am right now sitting in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and you wouldn't have known the difference, right? Folks are sitting in Columbia, South Carolina, right? Folks are sitting in London. This is everything, right? And so I want you all to to just know that everything you're experiencing is yours. It feels safe in here because it is, but you can have the audacity to move the same way on the outside. Because think about it. Think about it. Of all the things we're afraid of, right? Think about if a space like this existed for the older lady at the end of the street who made the freeze cups, the red freeze cup with the styrofoam, going around. Think about if somebody told her that, ma'am, it's this thing called the internet, and you can actually tell a couple more people about it on other streets in other neighborhoods, right? Think about if somebody had made it safe for her and were to explain to her, right, the things that she could do with this new thing called the WWW, right, the World Wide Web, right? Think about what would have happened to the local baker, right, who didn't know that social media could be used, right, to take pictures of his creations and put it on Instagram, right, and really have the line wrapped around the door. And he doesn't know to be on Google search. We are big mamas of our own time at the front of the line. And as we're building, we're learning about the cutting edge things that will propel us further, right? Ain't no ceilings, cuz. Beautiful. All right. So thank you for sharing your reflections. I will let the credits roll. For those who are new in this space, welcome. We love you and we mean it. And just know that there is a chat space, okay, that are inside of the sessions where folks are talking. There is a very big feed at the top right of your screen called Feed, or on your mobile device. It is on the Event tab in the middle, okay, with the feed inside of there, where what you say can be seen across the entire summit, okay? So you'll see booth providers, booth vendors dropping in there a lot, people who want to go to the tables in the lounge and kick it during the DJ set, or kick it even now in this hour. Like, folks really do kick it in the lounge. People kind of drop that in the feed. We have polls where we want you to rate every session that comes on stage, so we can give real good feedback to our speakers, because Blaze means building leaders and accepting zero excuses. And so we want to make sure that every round goes higher. But those are some of the things. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the leaderboard. I'm going to shout some folks out. It's loaded for me. Come on, China. Come on, Dana. Okay. Come on, Alexis. All right. So the top 3 spots right now, we have at number 1, China Bailey with 7,415 points. She has more than a 1,000 point lead. Okay. We have Dana. Love you, Dana. She has 6,300 points. And Alexis is holding down spot number 3 with 6,280 points. She is only 20 points away from being neck and neck with Dana. Okay. And just to let everyone know, those who are in the top 3 spots, the winners, once we close out the summit on Friday, they're actually going to receive a 1-year Shaker Plan subscription on Podia, which is literally like online business on steroids, to be honest. It's a $1,068 value individually, okay? Where you can literally, you can have web pages, like landing pages, you can have downloads, you can have challenges that are like sequenced and people, like parts released to people at different times. You can do courses, you can do live events where you literally embed a Zoom blast out, a Zoom meeting, and it literally automatically turns it into a course that continues to sell thereafter, and people feel and experience the real thing. You can have affiliates there where it already has the payment tools for them to set up on their end, the naming convention, etc. You tie what products you want to be sold to it. It gives them a link automatically. Okay. And as they sell, you can decide what percentage they get, and they get paid out. You get, let's say you do a 10% affiliate compensation. You get the 90, they get the 10%, but you're not moving, and they're making passive income for you and income for themselves, obviously, right? It could be 30% commission, whatever. But the top 3 spots get this, okay, for a whole year. And so that means, hear me out, ROI means return on investment. ROI means return on investment. And that means that because this is free for 1 year, if they make 1 penny, they have a positive ROI. If they make $10, they have a positive ROI. So they have a full head start because Podia loves us. They actually cape hard, so hard for us. Somebody in the company told me they talk about Blaze every week. So clearly they're on the mailing list. But they love us for real. And so last summer they gave one of these. This time they gave 3. We love our friends at Podium. And the spots number 4 and 5 will get a signed author's copy of a book called Dear Sis, I Love You. Dear Sis, I Love You. They came out of a company called the Diversity Booth, which is led by Amber Booth McCoy. Brilliant woman. She's actually going to hit the stage today as we close out today's summit day, as we close out the sessions. Okay. And she's going to read a passage. I am a co-author in that book as well. I will read a little bit of my passage as well, but we wrote letters to women that we never ever uttered, but should have, right? And we put permanency to that thing and put it in a big anthology book alongside a lot of other Black women. So signed copies of that for spots number 4 and 5. Christina King, you are in number 4 with 5,590 points. Winnie Quick, come on, Winnie, come on with it. Wendy, you have 4,615 points, and we always give 15 prizes at every single summit. Yes, 15 prizes at every single summit. And so not to worry, spots 6 through 10, spots, oh, wait. Why are my numbers messed up? Yes, spots actually 6 through 15. That's why my numbers are messed up. Spots 6 through 15, you all actually get a prize as well. You get access, complimentary access to the Blaze Mastermind for 90 days, where you have access to obviously mastermind meetings. I am always there helping you to strategically like karate chop real issues in your business and make sure that we 100x that thing. Okay. I've done this for the biggest companies in the world, literally still to this day, right? So giving you that knowledge for sure. But there's so many other things. There's a mastermind file cabinet where there are AI prompts, like a whole slew of them. So you can start off with 300 prompts. So like deploy today. There are business plan templates. There are pitch deck templates. There are pitch video scripts. There are crowdfunding planner templates. There are so many things. Media kit templates in the mastermind file cabinet. You have access to the book club. So many things, okay? But complimentary access to that to give you a kickstart, right? To kind of catalyze an accelerated growth for you. And that's that. I'm gonna get off the stage, but I love y'all for real. I'm so proud of y'all for showing up for yourselves. And we are T-minus 29 minutes before we start the day. Okay. Keep it locked.
the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the
All right, y'all. So I got a very great question from a person who is really high on the leaderboard that's trying to, to snatch some spots. So I told her it was a great question. And so I want to announce this to everybody. Now listen now, anybody that's not in this session, you have a leg up on, but I will honestly, for real, I will remember to repeat this very often. Okay. But for those of you who want one of the 15 prizes, hear me well. Okay. This person realized that there is something on the leaderboard scoring that is higher, much higher than anything else. Okay. And that is by design. Okay. And this thing is called, and I want to help y'all understand how you can see how to earn points too, actually. So if you look at the leaderboard, you see the rankings, right? If you hit the earn points tab, that's true for anybody, right? If you're on the mobile, you see in the schedule tab, there's a leaderboard, a leader icon, a trophy icon on the top, right? Right. If you click into there, you'll see the left side says rankings, but the right side says earn points. And we are very transparent with you. Okay, that blessed somebody just now. I see a whole lot of party confetti that just blessed somebody. The code, okay, it's not even a cheat code. The code to getting your points, all that bless somebody, is in the earn points tab of the leaderboard, right? And I promise you, the way that you move in here will transform the way that you move in the real world. This strategy is called gamification. Any of y'all can do this in your business, right? But it's called gamification. How do you incentivize people to adopt the behaviors that you want, right? And with Blaze, obviously, we want y'all to be leaders. But okay, but when you see earn points, you see that there are points for so many things, and there's one thing on this lineup that's way more, right, than the other stuff. Okay, so that is submit type form. So this person asks, how do I submit a type form? What is that? What is it? How do I get these points, Casey? I'm gonna tell y'all now. Whoever's not in here, they don't know. Okay, but I will repeat this for people. Okay, because I actually, don't want there to be, unfair bias in here. But y'all my homies. Y'all the homies. Okay, so a type form will be available in a certain session, okay, on Friday. It will not be available in any other session. I'll say it again. A type form will literally be available inside of a session on Friday. It will not be available in any other session, okay? So if somebody comes in like a thief in the night, okay, and slip your spot where you got 30 points ahead of them, I am telling you that on day 5, okay, there is a session where a type form will be available that will not be in any other session, and it will give folk 100 points, okay? Now, that session is the general registration session for Friday, okay? The general registration session on Friday is going to have a type form inside of it. And those who are inside of that session will be the only ones that have access to that type form. And for those who don't know what type form is a survey tool. There's a survey that will launch on Friday that will give you a whole 100, okay, if you do it. And if you're not in that session, you can't get it. I don't know what to tell you, okay? But much like everything else we're talking about, there's so much value in it, right? We have trademarked, literally approved by the federal government, okay, of the United States of America. We have trademarked a report called the State of Black Women-Owned Businesses Report, where we don't care what folk refuse to do for us. We will expand the uncontextualized footnotes that exist in every white paper, every research model, every book that does not explain why Black women ... right? Black women are earning less. Black women are being funded less. Black women are blah, 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 right? We have trademarked the State of Black Women-Owned Businesses Report. and we put that out. Yeah, Crystal, what up with it? We are putting it out every single year because it don't matter. It don't matter what they do. We will tell our stories and we will make it plain. And we will empower you with that data so that you know you are not alone despite the lies that they tell. So that you see your profile alongside all of the other Black women who are doing what you do. And you know that you are not alone and that you cannot fail because we actually have the numbers on our side. Right? So we are doing this last intake. Okay, for any of you all who want to be part of that report, to have your data reflected, to be part of the stories that we tell. Okay, and so that type form will be in here on Friday. Now you don't have to do it now, but gamification is incentivizing people for the behaviors that you want them to see. Right, and we have a whole lot of women who have actually been part of this report. Who have a whole lot of women. Y'all are super dope. But for those who are new, have not done it yet, you'll be part of this, and it's going to be. It's important. It's just important. We're disrupting systems, okay? But that's what that is. I hope that made sense, okay? So that you know the crux of what I just said is on Friday, there is one session that will have a type form that gives you 100 points. And it will not be in any other session, and that is a general registration session. That's all I got with it now. But bless her, bless the one who DM'd me and said, "Hold up, Case, now tell me what this is now." And I said, "You know what? I will, and I'll tell everybody else too." Okay. We are T-minus 10 minutes from the top session. And okay, tell me in the chat who loves flow. A lot of y'all got a taste of flow yesterday. Tell me in the chat who loves flow. Just say I love flow because today, our first Blaze Talk is none other than Flo Nicholas, okay? And she putting it down, okay? Flo has a session called Ignite Your Inner Fire. She about to blow it up for us, okay? So that we get our minds right about all that is coming after, okay? We are still going higher. Every round goes higher. We have a whole lot of workshops for you today. That are super important and super, super dope, okay? So Flo's gonna start us off with a Blaze Talk called Ignite Your Inner Fire. Star Pryor is going to do a session called This is Good, This is Good, This is Good. Redefining Mompreneurship. I need y'all there, okay? It is time for us to tell our own stories using our own terms, okay, and examples that are relevant to us. No more what we say, well, Warren Buffett did what? Okay, well, doggone it, Warren Buffett ain't a mama with kids and it. Okay. I need y'all to be there for that, and a few other things, okay? It'll be super, super dope. I'll give y'all this last 9 minutes to get yourself together. Yeah. Say we love you, Flo. We love you, Flo. Gwendolyn said she was awesome, loving the nuggets. Yeah, she coming with it, okay? So see y'all in a minute. I won't see y'all again in this session, but I'll see you on the other side. We got 8 more minutes. For those of y'all in the lounge, if you can hear me, I don't know if you can. But we got 8 more minutes, and then we getting things popping with Flo. All right, and don't play with me, y'all. Get your mat and your towel and your water bottle because Pilates are back today. Megan Donovan is back, okay, to get your body moving. Yeah, that's right. After the DJ said, DJ T.O. is back on the ones and twos. She's from the Dirty, okay? Dirty South Kakalaki. And right after that, we have Megan Donovan. So I don't want to hear, no, I forgot. I forgot to change my clothes, okay? Love y'all, and I mean it. All right, we're starting in about 8 minutes, okay? And I got to remember how to hide myself. Okay, here we go.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the